Hello and welcome inside Platt Arena as tonight the Ness Brothers Tournament is underway where the Huntington University Foresters take on the Ohio Christian University Trailblazers. Hi folks, I'm Victor McCarty alongside my partner in crime tonight, Logan Hunt. First off, Logan, how are you doing faring this cold weather we're experiencing now? Good old Indiana. And then secondly, how do you think the Foresters will fare against the NCCAA champions?
Well, first off, Victor, like you said, it's bitter cold outside, and it is definitely not somewhere you want to be. I'm glad that this arena is getting packed. Pack the Platt happened last night. We had a good turnout for that.
That was a fun time. Great.
That was great, getting the basketball teams all hyped up. Like you said, everyone's piling here. It's cold, but we're here to play some basketball, and it's going to be a great matchup between the Foresters and the Trailblazers. I expect to see a lot of shooting out of the Foresters and a lot of size differential down low, but the Foresters can really utilize that against the Trailblazers.
And now let's go ahead and look at the Crossroads League standings. We see number 10 Bethel and number 1 IWU tied for first place in the Crossroads League. Pretty outstanding by the number 1 team in the NAIA. They're coming off of a national championship season as well. And then we have Huntington. We're receiving votes as well as Grace, but we did lose a game in our 2-game stretch of being away. So Foresters look to rebound tonight here at home and get some more experience going and getting some more points to get on the board.
Definitely. Like you said, they took that tough loss to Olivet Nazarene on that stretch against the Illinois teams, but they rebounded nicely, getting a win of themselves and getting themselves to 4-1.
All right, we've heard about the Foresters, but now we got to know them last night, but I think the folks at home need to get to know them as well. So let's go ahead and get to know the men's Foresters.
Tyler Alt, senior, Carroll High School.
Derek Heinen, sophomore, V, Columbia City High School.
Devin Murder, freshman, Heritage Hills High School.
Trevor Lockwood, freshman, McCutcheon High School.
Kyle Platt, freshman, Huntington North High School.
Daniel Wool, sophomore, V, Columbia City High School.
Kai Fode, junior, Canterbury High School.
Austin Clark, freshman, Switchland County High School.
Trevor Lucas, freshman, Brownsburg High School.
Kyle Pivinger, sophomore, Tri-Village High School.
Drew Benedict, sophomore, Columbia City High School.
Alec Peterson, senior, Carmel High School.
Calvin Miller, sophomore, Huntington North High School.
It's always fun to see the guys express themselves in that video, Logan. I like to see Mr. Calvin Miller, hometown hero, doing just cheesing at the end. But we'll go ahead and take a break here on FDN Sports for the national anthem as well as prayer. And we'll be right back with the starting lineups. And we're back here on FDN Sports, a part of the Forrester Digital Network. We're looking right now at the Trailblazers. I bet they'll trailblaze tonight, Logan. Looking at their starting lineup. First off, we have number 5, Evan Bartlett. Number 11, Evan Mills. Number 22, Nick Baker. 24, Wesley Russell. And number 33, Chris Karras. What do you think about this squad, Logan?
Well, the main guy is Wesley Russell. He averaged 14 points and 14 rebounds. He's the leading scorer last year on that championship team. He's coming back leading the team this year. He's a big senior. Got to watch out for him.
He will definitely be a factor. And now as the crowd begins to get on their feet and gets pumped for the home team in green tonight, the starting lineup for the Foresters are as follows. Number 2, Derek Heinen. Number 5, Kyle Platt. Number 33, Alec Peterson. Number 34, Kyle Pippinger. And number 45, Daniel Wall. Logan, how do you think the Foresters will fare tonight?
Well, I think it's something interesting to know is Platt's going to get his first start tonight. He's in there for Tyler Alt. Tyler Alt was a bit sick in these previous days. So with Alt, under the weather a little bit, still probably going to play. You also have Austin Clark out of the lineup. He has a sprained ankle. He will not be playing tonight. That's a big loss for the Foresters, so they're going to have to really rely on their outside shooting tonight.
And as we look at Kyle Platt, he gets a great applause from the crowd. As we mentioned earlier, he is from Huntington North, as well as Cal that is sitting on the bench. But it'll be nice to see for the crowd one of their hometown heroes getting the start. And as you mentioned, it will be certainly an interesting position for the Foresters tonight with Austin Clark and one part of their seniors, Tyler Alt, out tonight.
Yeah, it's definitely going to be an interesting matchup. Foresters are definitely going to have to come out hot. And we're going to have to see maybe the likes of Kyle Pippinger coming out and starting out for the Foresters. See him do that so many times before. But another key guy that we're going to have to keep our eye on is Alec Peterson. He cannot get himself in foul trouble in this game. It is very crucial for him to stay in the ballgame with the injury to Clark.
Alec always finds himself in foul trouble, and he certainly cannot do that with the injury to Clark. And as you mentioned, Logan, Pippinger always performs well at home, so I'm excited to see this contest.
And we're off. Peterson winning the tip, but somehow Wesley Russell going to come up with the ball. He's going to dish that out to the main handler, and Evan Bartlett. Bartlett, the 5'9" junior from Huber Heights, Ohio, trying to run the offense. He's going to get it back to Russell. Russell top to key to Mills. Mills out to Bartlett. Bartlett getting into Russell. They're going to pick up some screens here. Peterson going to have to be careful going all the way out there. Shooter in the corner. That's Bartlett, and he knocks down the first three.
You see him celebrating. I'm going to label him for this game tiny but mighty because he is surrounded by some giants.
That is for sure, and he has a big heart on him, it seems. Wool looking to get things started for the Foresters. Up and under. It's not there.
Good defense by the Trailblazers.
Yeah, excuse me there. Heinen going to get the ball back. Heinen looking to drive. Karras is just going to blocking it off, but Heinen gets an and one. Foul going to go on Nick Baker.
We'll see an and one for Heinen. He always does a great job getting inside the paint, as well as we like to call him the general, working it for the Foresters.
Heinen always does the little things right. He's leading the Foresters in scoring with 17 points this season. And like I said, the general has to do it all.
Yes, he is a great leader on the court, but off the court as well, he is an outstanding student.
That's something that the Foresters pride themselves on, too, having good student athletes. You see Russell having to give it off to Baker. Wool out to meet him. Down low to Karras. Russell has it looking to penetrate on Heinen. He dishes out to the corner. Three, that's good.
That's two now that the Trailblazers have hit from that same spot. Foresters might want to look to guard that a little bit better.
Heinen looking for some movement down to Platt. Platt gets to Pippinger. Out to Heinen on that right side. He's going to drive on Russell. Pump fake's not there. He's going to have to dish to Peterson. Heinen's going to get it right back. Russell doing a great job defensively on the general. Heinen out to Platt. Platt for three. That's no good. Wool goes to the ground. And Russell bringing it up quickly. He's going to spot up for three. That's no good. Rebound to Kyle Pippinger.
Great job by Pip, showing that he can not only hit the shots, but he can get the rebounds too.
Here's Pippinger. Looking to drive, pop up two. That splish splash, taking it home.
And that's what we love to see. As I just mentioned, he can get the rebounds on the defensive side and then just march down their court and get the easy two.
Russell going backdoor cut there to Bartlett. Bartlett up for two. He's only 5'9", but he gets over Kyle Pippinger. Nice score there by Bartlett.
Trailblazers definitely bring it to the Foresters early here in the first.
Heinen gonna slow things up as he walks it up court. Gets it to Wool. Wool back to Heinen. Heinen gonna take the three. That's good. Big three there by Derek Heinen to tie the game at 8. Bartlett gets it to Baker. Baker out to Russell. Russell gets it to Mills. Mills will try three. That's no good. Strong rebound by Wool. Heinen driving it, gets it to Peterson. Peterson goes up, gets it blocked by Mills. Peterson goes up again, and that's good.
That was a great fight shown by Peterson. He was trapped by the tall number 33 of the Trailblazers. Even though the ball was swatted away, he was able to recoup himself and get the two.
Karis, the big fella, splashes the three home. I think the whole crowd just gasped. No one thought the big fella could shoot.
You don't see that one every day, Logan.
Pippinger gets the ball on the undersized Bartlett. He goes down low to Wool. Wool pull up two. That's no good. Mid-range game, not too strong yet. Bartlett looking to drive, dish out. And that's going to be a travel on Russell as he galloped across the floor. We'll see Trevor Lockwood, the freshman, coming in for Alec Peterson and the Foresters. We're about 4 minutes into this ball game.
Early miscommunication by the Trailblazers. As you said, Lockwood coming in for Peterson. Lockwood has shown as a freshman, he is a very vital to this freshman squad, this Forester squad as well.
Yeah. Wool getting the ball on the low block, draws the double team, goes up with the left hand, and he will be fouled. This foul will go on Evan Mills, the 6'5" senior. That'll be his first foul and the team's second. We'll see Wool at the line. Quick free throw. He gets that one right up and in.
Maybe that's the philosophy they should have, Logan, because we've seen in the past that the Foresters, their free throw percentage is not so good, so I'm interested to see how it will be tonight.
Benson comes in for Karis on the Trailblazers side of the ball as Wool hits both of those free throws to give the Foresters a 1-point advantage.
And they will be pivotal as we reach the end of the stretch.
Russell going down to Benson off his fingertips. A little bit of slippery butter. Someone was eating a little too much popcorn watching the first matchup here.
Hey, I always enjoy me some popcorn, Logan, but that's something the Trailblazers, they're going to have to fix because mistakes, if either team performs mistakes, they will take advantage of it. And I think the Foresters in this immediate timeout right now, they will look to take advantage of the timeout as of their mistakes, as they get the first lead of the game.
Definitely, like you said, the Foresters came out a little shell-shocked that the Trailblazers were shooting so well. So now that the Foresters see what the Trailblazers have, they're going to have to readjust, play a little farther out on the perimeter, and really get the hand out on. It seems to be everybody for the Trailblazers can shoot the ball. As we've seen Karis, the big fella, splashing home a three. That was probably the biggest shot the Foresters had to take so far. So if the Foresters can keep running the offense through Heinen and Wool, they should be all right.
I would compare number 33 as a old-fashioned trebuchet from the medieval times. He is very big, but he can just knock it down from behind the three-point line. That is always interesting to see, the big fella being able to hit it behind the three. And I'm sure we'll see him inside the paint for the Trailblazers as well.
Coming out of the timeout, Foresters staying with the lineup of Heinen, Pippinger, Wool, Platt, and Lockwood. And for the Trailblazers, it's Benson, Mills, Baker, Russell, and Bartlett. Pippinger to inbound, full court press from the Trailblazers. So now they lay off. Heinen will get the ball up cleanly.
an all underclassmen squad on the court for the Foresters, and that's just showing how young of a squad it is with only 2 seniors.
That's definitely something to mention. Almost 5-second call. Heinen just gets it off to Piffinger. Heinen putting the moves on Russell, pulls it back out, gets it down to Pippinger. Pippinger to Wool. Wool had Mills on the ground. Now he's going to go to work. Outside to Platt. Platt going to try the 3. Leaves it short. Rebound Bartlett. Bartlett, speedy young fellas. He's going to bring it up. Pass it out to Russell. Russell has Heinen on him. And Russell will start the offense. He pulls it back out. Looking to drive ISO, goes into the right side. Can't quite kiss it off the glass. Rebound Benson, he goes up, blocked by Lockwood. Benson goes up again, gets Lockwood in the air, and that will be a foul on Lockwood.
It was a great job by Lockwood blocking the shot by the big man 52, but he did reach over the back, and that'll be Lockwood's first foul of the game.
We're going to see Donovan Benson, the 6'7" freshman from Mansfield, Ohio, going to the line to shoot his first free throws of the ball game. First one's up, and that one goes right through.
I think you'll be happy to hear, Logan. I just saw on my team stream, college basketball is underway now for the NCAA, and Duke beat their opponent tonight, opened the season. I know you're a very big Duke fan.
I'm a very big Duke fan. Glad to see that the Blue Devils got the opening round win over Presbyterian, and I know they blew them out, but this one's looking to be a very exciting matchup between the Foresters and the Trailblazers. We have a pair of substitutions also. We have a lane violation, but nothing there. Missed free throw. Heinen bringing it up.
It looked like the Trailblazers jumped early, but Heinen once again marching down the court.
Beautiful teardrop there from Heinen. As Trailblazers look to run a little offense themselves. Russell getting it to Baker. Baker out to Horton now. Jimmy Horton just entering the game. He's going to get it to Russell. Nice motion offense as Russell going to drive in strong up to the right side. Nothing Heinen can do there. Heinen bringing it up for the Foresters. He's joined by Peterson, Wool, Murder, and Benedict. Heinen goes to Wool. Wolf fake pass going out to Murder. Murder on that left side. He's going to go to Wool. Wool isolation. Long 2. That's no good. Not falling for him tonight.
If there's one thing the Foresters need to work on, it's their rebounding on the offensive side of the court.
Russell misses the 3. Peterson may have gotten away with a foul there as the ref noticed that. Murder gets the ball in the corner out to Heinen. Heinen back to Murder. Murder taking the long 2. That's no good. Wool can't get the putback. And this will be Horton running the court. He goes all the way, gets it blocked from behind by Murder. They're going to call a foul.
That foul will be on Devon Murder. His second foul, his first foul, and his second, Forrester's second foul of the game.
We see Horton knocking down his first free throw attempt. A few more substitutions. We see Hayden Dunn coming in for Baker. Also, Mills will take a seat in for him and be Gary Hoover. Both teams going into their benches about 7 minutes in. Horton drills the second one. That gives the Trailblazers a 2-point lead. Forster's not going away. Wool gets the ball up top. Gets it back to Heinen. Heinen looking for the screen, penetrating left side, spin move. Benson's right there with the steal. Russell bringing it up. He goes all the way out of control, not there. Rebound Wool. Wool gets it to Heinen.
We saw Drew Benedict trying to get that rebound. He's going to have a tough job with all these big men in.
Peterson getting the ball. Gonna try to go to work on the low block. It's not there. Heinen driving in. He'll go up. He gets it blocked from behind by Hoover. Heinen gets the ball back. Dish off to Peterson. Peterson goes up, and he gets that one to go.
The Trailblazers making the Foresters work for every shot that they make.
This will be Horton getting the ball up top. Benedict on him. Man-to-man defense still by the Foresters. Long 3 from Dunn, rims around and out, rebound by Peterson. And Heinen looks content with running this half-court offense like we've seen so many times this year, just slowing things down. Heinen gets it to Wool. Wool down low to Benedict. Benedict up for two. That's no good. Peterson with the lefty putback.
Wonderful putback by Peterson, being aware that his partner, Drew Benedict, is right behind him, but the shot failing and Big Al being able to get it.
Oh, beautiful pass there from Russell behind the back, getting it to Benson. And Coach Platt furious with his team right now as the score is tied at 18. Going to take a quick 30-second timeout. Victor, what could Coach Platt be upset about? The team's tied at 18.
I think he might just be upset that, as I mentioned earlier, the Foresters, they're not really rebounding the ball offensively, although they did just show that they could do that. So I agree with you. I don't know why Platt is so upset right now. And then I think it's just the hustle to get back on the defensive side of the court because, quite frankly, to me, that was an easy layup by the Trailblazers. So the Foresters, they need to be the equivalents, if not more, of the aggressiveness shown by the Trailblazers.
They're definitely going to have to match that. Also, a key guy for the Foresters, Dan Wool, so far starting out cold, 0 for 3 already. He's going to really have to get himself going tonight.
But the positive is that he did make his 2 free throws, so that was great to see.
This will be Tyler Alt checking into the ballgame for Heinen. It'll be interesting to see what these Foresters can do with Derek Heinen on the bench. Pippinger getting the ball. Horton all out on him on the outside. Pippinger gets it to Alt. Alt looking down low, nothing there. He gets it out to Benedict. Benedict taking the three. He's fouled. And Drew Benedict will go to the line to shoot 3 free throws. That foul's going to go on Bartlett.
That is a big mistake by the Trailblazers. You definitely don't want to foul, especially beyond the three-point line. Drew Benedict, excellent in his percentage.
Breaking down that whole play, it looked like Bartlett didn't think Benedict was going to take that three-point all the way outside, almost to the volleyball line, and I think Bartlett was going up to get the steal and then just kind of got caught in an awkward situation.
Well, as we've seen in the past, Benedict is fearless, and he'll take a shot no matter where he's out on the court.
Benedict going to get 1 of 2 so far. He'll be looking to get another one in. They're trying to convert on 2 of the 3. And that one's up and good, so 2 for 3 for Drew Benedict.
I feel like he got robbed from the first one. It just went around the world and out.
Sometimes that happens. Force not getting too lucky. We see Okoye bringing it in on Peterson. Goes right around him, up and in. And one opportunity for Stanley Okoye, the 6'8 freshman from Nigeria.
Once again, we're seeing some international play inside Platt Arena. That's always great to see. And that was a tremendous job by number 44, just weaving his way around the Forcer defense, Big Al, and getting it in.
That foul would be on Peterson, and that's his first foul, so we're going to see Lockwood come in for him. Free throw rims around and out. Strong board by Lockwood. Alt.
It was a great job by Lockwood staying home and finishing the play to get the rebound.
Benedict has Bartlett on him. Jab step. Get him out of the way. Gets it to Pippinger top of the key. Pippinger sees a lane. Pass out to Alt. Alt drives. He goes up. Pass out to Platt in the corner for 3. No good. Rebound Hoover. Bartlett going to bring it up quickly. Pull up long 2. That's no good. Rebound to Platt. And now it'll be Alt getting it up. Benedict thought about shooting. Bartlett learned his lesson out on him. Lockwood gets it out to Alt. Benedict taking the long 3. Drano, baby, Drano!
Nothing but net for dead-eye Drew Benedict.
Bartlett walking it up. Change of momentum just like that. Horton has Benedict on him. Looking to get it to Dunn. Right back to Horton. Horton driving. That's a foul on Lockwood. It's Horton selling the call. Definitely a foul on Lockwood.
He was probably a little too close for comfort, and that's why the refs called the foul. That'll be his second.
Heinen comes in for Alt. And we're going to see Peterson come in here for Lockwood. Like you said, mentioning that Lockwood has 2 fouls, and Platt realized that at the last second and got in Peterson. That's where not having Austin Clark really hurts you. You're only running 3 guys at the forward spots.
the Foresters are going to be careful because, as we mentioned, both Lockwood and Peterson, both with fouls, as Platt gets the rebound. So with
That's going to be that'll be a foul there as Peterson got the ball on the low block. Coach Platt.
With Clark out, we're going to have to see those two perform well. But Coach Platt, up to his usual antics over here on the sidelines.
Pippinger going to get it to Heinen off the inbound. Heinen goes in, thought about shooting up and under, goes up, draws the foul, and one, banking it off the glass.
Heinen, he loves to draw the and one, and he's been doing that as we've seen all season.
Heinen going to the line to shoot one. And no good. Rebound Hoover gets it to Russell. Russell gets the screen from Okoye. Gonna get it to Horton. Horton driving in. Elbow shot, that's no good. Over the back call on Hoover as Platt had a nice box out there. We're going to see a lot of Kyle Platt. He's running at the 4 spot. Platt is tall in himself. He's 6'6", but he's not necessarily built for the 4 spot. We see him playing more at the 3, but like with the injury to Clark, that's definitely what Coach Platt's putting a lot on his son's shoulders, making him play that 4 spot.
He's just coming right out of high school, Huntington North, so over these next couple years, he'll work on his strength, he'll condition, he'll get bigger, but I think that's what Coach Platt is doing right now, is conditioning his son to get into that position in the future.
He's running him at that stretch 4 spot, which can be so deadly in college basketball. We see Pippinger drive in, no good. Rebound Peterson. Peterson goes up for 2, and that's good.
We've seen a lot of great things out of Peterson so far. Hopefully we see that throughout the night.
Horton gonna get it to Canis. Canis gets it to Russell on the loop. Russell spin move, goes up. He's gonna travel, shuffled his feet. Turnover there for the Trailblazers.
A travel by number 24 as we see Daniel Wall coming in for Kyle Platt. Trailblazers, they're going to have to watch with how many mistakes they make in the first because they don't want to dig themselves a hole in the first half. But as we've seen, no matter what team the Foresters are facing, their opponent seems to come out swinging in the second.
Always. We're going to see Canis drawing the charge against Pippinger. Now, I don't know about you, but Canis 6'8", 260, going up against Kyle Pippinger, who's 6'2", 180. I guess his feet were set.
I wouldn't say that David versus Goliath, but yeah. I would love to see Benedict go up against big man number 33. That would be an interesting thing to see.
We see Russell driving in. Pippinger not known necessarily for his defense, but doing a great job tonight as he gets the board. Gets it to Heinen. Heinen pushing it up court for the Foresters. Losing the ball, gets it back to Wool. Wool missing it. Gonna get it to Heinen. Heinen dribbling, got the mismatch with Baker on him. Looking to drive in. He goes up for 2, not good. Gets his own rebound, dribbling around, finds Pippinger out to Wool. Wool thought about driving, takes the 3. Splish splash.
A little second guessing never hurts anyone. Daniel Wall with the 3.
And
we see big man number 33, Chris Karras. He's limping to the sidelines for the Trailblazers.
They got Benson in for him. Hope that young fellow is all right.
Great effort so far.
Yeah. Horton driving now, gets it to Baker. Baker gonna take the 3, bounce around and out. Peterson running down to get that board.
I think we've seen the Foresters come together in this second part of the first half.
Pippinger going strong in the basket, goes up to Wool. Wool goes up, not there, rebound Benson. And that's gonna be Russell bringing the ball up. He's gonna slow things down. The Foresters with a 10-point advantage. He drives in. Wool hits it off of him. He hits it off his knee. Out of bounds. Foresters getting the ball back. Timeout on the floor, full media timeout. The Foresters lead 30-20 with 7:35 remaining in this game. We saw Coach Platt take an early timeout, and obviously whatever he said must have come through to the Foresters. Victor, what have you seen so far out of the Foresters that's put them up by 10?
Well, as I just mentioned a little bit ago, Logan, I think the Foresters, after that first media timeout, they've come out with a little bit more sense of urgency and hustle, and we're seeing that not only on the offensive side but defensive side as well, as we saw Daniel Wall go in for the reach to knock it away to get the Forester. It'll be Forester's ball after this media timeout. I'm just loving seeing the effort that they're putting forth right now.
You gotta love the effort and everything that the Foresters have done so far, really coming out and matching the intensity that Ohio Christian brought out. We saw opening it up that Evan Bartlett hit that long three, and you could tell the Foresters came right back. They wanted to throw a punch of their own, and so far we've seen it. Drew Benedict lighting it up from outside. We've seen Wool still being aggressive even though he's missed a couple of shots, and Heinen just doing what he always does.
And this media timeout was brought to you by FDN News, our counterparts here in Forester Digital Network. You can follow them on @FDN News_news.
It'll be Benedict, Heinen, Peterson, Pippinger, and Wool on the floor for the Foresters. For the Trailblazers are going to be Russell, Horton, Baker, Mills, and Benson. And Heinen will walk the ball up.
Although the Foresters are leading by 10 right now, I fully expect, because we've seen it's like a boxing match so far, I fully expect to go this to 9 rounds tonight.
Heinen with the fake goes up, turnaround jumper not there. Doing a great job with his pump fake tonight so far. Mills open on the outside, gonna drive in, pass back out to Russell. Russell looking for that screen. Down low to Benson, he's fouled. And that one's gonna be on Drew Benedict. That's his first foul.
The Forester fans, as they like to call themselves, fear the forest. They're not agreeing with that call, and I kind of have to side with them, because when you have a big man like that matched up against Drew Benedict, as we see number 52 go for his first shot, and he makes that one. As I was saying, when you see a big man up against a small man, I really think it was just the big man running into the little guy, because he couldn't see him. He was out of his viewable range.
That's a good observation there, Victor. Nice explanation. We'll see Benson try to drill this second one. It's up, and he does get that one to fall. 2 points for Benson at the line. Heinen running the ball up. Gets it to Wool on the left wing. Dribble up to Benedict at the top of the key. Benedict gets it to Pippinger. Pippinger throws out to Wool in the corner. Off the front rim. Rebound Bartlett. Bartlett going full length of the court, going all the way. Gets it blocked by Peterson. Heinen getting the ball. He's looking to push it now for the Foresters. He gets it out to Pippinger. Pippinger goes down low to Wool, but not there through his fingertips. And now we'll see Tyler Alt coming into the game for Kyle Pippinger and the Foresters.
As I mentioned just a little bit ago, this will be a boxing match tonight, and we saw it get physical on the defensive side of the Foresters.
Russell getting the ball up. Gets it to Bartlett. Bartlett has Benedict out on him. Gets it up top to Baker. Wool getting the steal, getting his hands on it. He's going to go the full length up and in with the layup.
Tremendous effort by the sophomore Daniel Wall. I almost thought that we were going to see slam dunk as we've seen in prior games, but he didn't have enough space for that.
Russell missing that one. Alt going to get it, gets it over to Heinen. Heinen looking down low to Wool. Not there, up top to Peterson. Peterson out to Alt. Benedict getting the ball at the top of the key, back to Heinen. Heinen goes to Benedict. Benedict getting it finally down low in the low block to Wool. Wool out to Heinen. Heinen pump fake, drive in, pull back out for the long two. That's blocked by Mills. He gets it up to Russell. Russell's running. He throws it out to Bartlett. Bartlett taking the three. He's fouled, and it rolls in. 4-point play opportunity coming for the Trailblazers.
Derek Heinen making a rare mistake. We don't usually see him do that, but both teams now fouling outside the perimeter.
Pippinger now will come in for Heinen, that being his first foul of the ball game. It's the team's 7th foul. Both teams are shooting in the bonus the rest of this half. Bartlett looking to get this 4-point play, convert. He can't. Rebound Peterson. Alt will do the ball handling duties now for the Foresters.
We're seeing a lot of rotation out of Coach Platt, and I think that's what is working to his advantage right now in the strategy purposes, because the Trailblazers, they're being caught off guard because they're staying in longer than the Foresters.
Yeah. We're seeing the Foresters being a lot more fresh with this rotation. Peterson got fouled. He'll go to the line to shoot a pair. That foul will be on Donovan Benson. That's his first. Peterson gonna have to convert here. Show he's a free throw shooter. First one's up. Splashes that one home.
And mentioning the rotation real quick, Logan, I think that's what Platt has to do because he has a very young, very capable squad.
Second free throw's up. Bounces off the back rim and out. Rebound to Russell. Russell going up to Baker. Baker pump fake, pulls up for 3, and that one's in. Nick Baker getting himself on the board with a 3. And Coach Platt calls his second timeout of the half. It'll be a 30-second timeout as he looks absolutely disgusted with his team right now, Victor.
I think he's just a little frustrated with Mr. Kyle Pippinger, as he was slow to get to the defensive side of the ball for the Foresters, letting the Trailblazers get the 3 as we peek inside the huddle of the Foresters. I think Platt's just showing his team some tough love, and that never hurts anyone. Tough love sometimes gets inside the brain and gets their team started back up again.
I'll say the Foresters definitely were a little slow on that last possession. They're going to have to pick it up to keep this lead. Their lead is cut to 5 with 5:05 remaining in the first half. Benedict to inbound. Minimal pressure here from the Trailblazers.
I feel like they should have played number 5, as I've heard in my childhood, playing on Disney Channel. I would love to hear that inside the arena tonight.
It'd be a nice little twist on things. You see Benedict going for the 3. Airball, Devs looking to get the foul. It's not there. Russell driving in. Easy 2 by Russell. And Alt gonna bring the ball up for the Foresters. Gonna call for some movement. Gets it to Pippinger. Pippinger gonna go down low to Peterson. Peterson trying to go work on Benson. He goes up for 2. That's not good. And I say Benson brought his hands down on the nearly 7-footer Alec Peterson. Not much Benson can really do with that.
And we see head coach for the Trailblazers, Tony Stockman. He's talking to his squad, and he's like, why are you making these mistakes? We got them by the ropes. We have to stay in it.
Peterson missing the first one. Not necessarily a bad foul there from Benson. We'll see Platt and Heinen coming in for Benedict and Alt. So Okoye will come in for Benson. Peterson looking to get something out of this trip as he gets the second one to fall, and we'll see Trevor Lockwood coming in for Peterson.
Again, Platt moving his pieces in and out. It's like a chess game.
Remember, Lockwood does have a pair of fouls. That's something he's going to have to be alert for. Bartlett gets it to Baker. Wool right there. Russell looking to drive. He's going to get it hit down by Platt. Russell pulling it back out. Down low to Mills. Mills goes up, gets it swatted away by Lockwood. Trevor Lockwood. Heinen gets it up, out to Platt. Platt thought about taking the 3, not there. Pippinger with the ball on the right side. Nice pump fake. He goes up with the floater. And I say he was fouled, getting pushed from behind. The Pippinger will go to the line to shoot 2. We're going to see a foul on Evan Mills. That's his second foul and the team's 9th of this half.
I think Pip is glad that the Trailblazers got called for the reach-in, because I believe that he had been called for the charge. So it was a good call by the refs getting the first foul, though.
You always like the first foul being called, not necessarily the retaliation calls, like as we like to call it. Pippinger money from the first free throw. We'll see Hoover coming in for Mills now.
As I always say, hurt the offender, not the defender.
That's a good little saying there, Victor. I do like that. Pippinger's second free throw attempts up and routine. Bartlett running it up. Still man-to-man defense being run by the Foresters. Their lead extended to 6. Okoye trying to go to work on Lockwood. Lockwood is keeping his hands straight up. Heinen gets it up. Gets it to Lockwood. Lockwood over to Pippinger. Bartlett all over him. He finally gets it to Wool. Wool going to work down low. Dish off to Platt. Platt goes up and in. And one opportunity for the freshman Kyle Platt.
We saw him stretching back, going for the slam dunk, but fouled once again by the Trailblazers. It'll be another and one for the Foresters.
Kyle Platt definitely needed that bucket, as he's been a little cold so far from three-point. Just seeing the ball go in the bucket could definitely boost his will to score.
We saw after Pack the Platt last night, the Foresters were practicing their slam dunk maneuvers. So I expect to see at least one of those tonight.
It could just happen. You never know. Bartlett thought about shooting. Pulls back out to Russell. Russell picks up a screen from Okoye. Russell will take the 2. Foot on the line, but he gets that one to drop. Heinen pushing it up. Pippinger getting the pass from the right wing. Pippinger out to Wool on the right side. He's going to drive in. Dish off to Lockwood. Lockwood goes up for 2, and that's good.
Great communication being shown by the Foresters, looking for the faults in the Trailblazer defense.
Russell has the ball at top of the key. He has some confidence in his jumper, trying to go to work on Pippinger. Pippinger's right there. Hoover gets the pass, taking the long 3. That's no good. Wool with the rebound up to Heinen. Heinen looking to run it. Gets it to Wool now at the top. Back up to Heinen. Heinen gets it to Platt. Heinen pulls it up the top of the key, gonna get the offense going.
Nothing wrong in resetting as they have half the shot clock left.
Wool pump fake, gonna take it in. Goes off the foot, I believe, of Hoover. 9 seconds on the shot clock. Ford's gonna have to be aware of that, as Heinen will inbound from underneath his own basket. Lockwood gets the pass off to Heinen. Heinen pull up 3. No good. Rebound Okoye. Gets it to Russell. Russell pushing it up. Off to Hoover for 3. That's no good again. Rebound goes to Platt. Heinen gets it up. Just over a minute remains in this first half. Heinen has it on that right side, driving in. Pull out to Wool, back down to Heinen. Heinen has Pippinger open in the corner. If he looks there, not there. And Heinen will be fouled. So Heinen will go to shoot 2. They are in the double bonus now.
We'll see another foul by number 20 foul. Another foul by the Trailblazers. That'll be his first. And we've been seeing number 24 for the Trailblazers. He's been doing a fantastic job leading the team.
Yes, he's brought the ball up well, shot it well, been attacking and really running the offense. Heinen's first free throw attempts off the back rim and out. Force are going to have to do these little things right. They're really going to have to hit these free throws and convert with this being a single point lead. Second one's up. Roll around and out. And we're going to see Dunn getting up. He throws it out to Bartlett. Bartlett driving floater, not there. Hoover getting it, keeping it alive, getting it to Russell. Russell to Bartlett. Bartlett for three. No good. Rebound goes to Pippinger, and Pippinger gets it to Platt. Walks it over to Heinen.
The Foresters can't count on the Trailblazers missing the shot every time, though. It's a great job getting the rebound, but they have to be a little bit more aggressive, a little bit more in the Trailblazer face.
Pippinger getting the screen from Wool, driving in, pump fake, back out. Platt for three from the corner, and there it is!
Kyle Platt now hitting a three, and the crowd, they're loving it from this hometown hero.
Shot clock turned off, 20 seconds remain. Russell and the Trailblazers will hold for the last shot of the first half.
As I mentioned, I want to see the Foresters be aggressive in this final 10 seconds.
Russell getting the screen from Okoye. Lockwood right there, and he's going to get called for the foul. And he knows that wasn't the smartest thing to do. That's going to be his third, and that's going to carry over into the next half, which will be big.
Well, maybe I spoke too soon, Logan. I wanted them to be aggressive, but not that aggressive.
Not only that, we're going to see Russell go to the line to shoot the 1-and-1. That's not at all what the Foresters wanted. A foul all the way out on the perimeter. But Lockwood's still doing a great job so far in this half. He's been huge on the defensive end. We'll see Russell hit the first one, and Drew Benedict will come in for Kyle Pippinger. Provide some offense for these last 6 seconds.
I think Coach Platt is just realizing that Drew Benedict, he's fearless, and he's the one to take the shot from beyond the half court.
Russell looking to tack on another. And he does. Whoa, getting it to Heinen. Heinen being stopped by Russell. Getting it up, 2 seconds remain. Pull back, long three. No good, rim around and out.
Almost for the Foresters. We saw Derek Heinen getting trapped. The Trailblazers just being one step ahead of Coach Platt. Them realizing that Drew Benedict was in and neuralizing his strength.
They definitely did that. But the Foresters so far have been getting the best of the Trailblazers. They lead 44-36 at the end of this first half. We'll be back with more little halftime stats later on. This is FDN Sports on the Forster Digital Network.
And we're back here inside Platt Arena. Wonderful shooting by the students, Logan. We saw with the last participant almost making the half-court shot. That would have been great to see inside Platt Arena. Get some boosting for the Forester section.
Definitely.
Now we'll look at the halftime stats of Ohio Christian University versus the Huntington University Foresters. As we see Foresters lead in halftime 44-36, and they're shooting 44% as opposed to 38% by the Trailblazers.
Yeah, that's definitely been a key factor in why the Foresters are up early in this first half, or in the first half. We also see the free throw differential. The Foresters have shot 16 free throws, while the Trailblazers have only shot a total of 10. Foresters really getting to the line and so far exerting their will. Also, we see from the rebounding standpoint, the Foresters lead that. And for the blocks, Trevor Lockwood getting 2 big blocks for the Foresters to really skew that total.
It has been tremendous to see the first half effort by the Foresters as well as the Trailblazers, as number 24, Russell, he's tied for leading the team in 8 points, but leading in time out on the court, 18 minutes for the Trailblazers. But Daniel Wall, as well as Derek Heinen, they have 17 minutes apiece for the Foresters. But that's been the in and out rotation scheme by Coach Platt. He's just trying to work his pieces every which way that he can and get as much time for his squad.
Definitely, we've seen a lot of Foresters in already in the game. We've seen Lockwood, Murder, Platt even got a start. I mean, it's been everybody. It's been a full team effort, and like you said, really spreading the minutes has helped the Foresters. But you touched a little bit on Russell, as he has 8 points already in the ballgame, but he also has 6 assists and 5 rebounds. He's on his way to a triple-double, and he's earned every bit of it so far. We've seen a lot of great effort from Russell. He seems to be the main leader for the Trailblazers.
Yes, exactly. I agree with you, Logan. And with his 6 assists, but also with 8 points, that's showing his capability and his leadership over the Trailblazer squad. I'm loving this game so far, Logan. I don't know about you, but I'm excited for the second half. As I've said, it's likened to a boxing match, and even though the Foresters are up 44-36, I look for this to go to 9 rounds here tonight inside Platt Arena. Well, we'll take a quick commercial break, and then we're going to hear from our news counterparts in the Forester Digital Network, FDN News.
Plans don't always go the way we want them to, but you're not alone.
Good afternoon and welcome to FDN News. I'm Bree Santiago. Our top story this week, Huntington University welcomes the state's highest-ranking politician. Governor Mike Pence made his way through campus last Thursday. FDN reporter Kelsey Cruz explains why he came to campus.
Norm the Forester made a new friend this week, and students found a new friend to star in their selfies. On November 6th, Huntington University had the honor of hosting Governor of Indiana Mike Pence. HU's very own media and journalism teams had the opportunity to ask Governor Pence several questions. And as excited as students and faculty were about the governor's arrival, Governor Pence seemed just as eager to be visiting HU. Governor Pence was very excited and optimistic about recent elections and re-elections in Indiana.
Well, I'm very pleased with the election results here in Indiana and around the country.
Right.
I mean, we had a great day in Indiana. We elected 3 conservative leaders to the State House, 3 women who brought extraordinary background and capability.
Governor Pence said that his purpose in visiting Huntington University was not only to encourage the students, but also to learn of ways to improve higher education. He is currently pleased with Indiana's higher education compared to the rest of the United States.
We have the best system of higher education in the United States of America. When you combine our private colleges, our public universities, and I went to a private college undergraduate, I went to a public university for law school. I don't think there's any state in America that pound for pound can add up all the opportunities that we have in higher education.
The question everybody seems to be wondering, is Governor Pence going to be running for president in the 2016 election? When our news team asked him this simple yes or no question, a simple yes or no answer isn't quite what we got.
You know, it's very humbling for me to have the opportunity to serve in this role, and I'm going to focus all my energies on the future of the people of Indiana. Will let my future take care of itself.
At this point, the answer is left up to your own interpretation of his response. Who knows? Huntington University students may have shook hands with the future president of the United States. Reporting for FDN News, I'm Kelsey Cruz.
The Advancement Office told us they are excited to have the support of the state leader, and they look forward to seeing what his future holds. As the semester winds down, several students are rushing to get their 30 chapel requirements in. Some students have reached out to us worried about fewer chapel credits offered. FDN discovered there were 6 fewer chapels this semester compared to last, but campus pastor Arthur Wilson assured us that there are 80+ chapels being offered, which is average. He told us this semester the university decided not to advertise as much, saying it should be the students' responsibility to know when chapels are offered.
Don't be nervous, and if there's things that we can help or do, please let us know, but ultimately no, we're going to hold each other accountable and responsible for our expectations.
Wilson suggests that all students schedule chapel as an actual class so that they don't give themselves the opportunity to skip until they have reached their minimum requirement. It's musical season here at HU. Our theater company has been hard at work preparing a beloved classic, Singing in the Rain. The humor-filled ballad is set in the 20s and tells the story of a famous silent film actor who falls in love with a beautiful actress for the talkies. Senior Audra Rittenhouse says the show is extremely funny and appropriate for all ages.
People should come to the show because it's such a fun show. It's so enjoyable to watch someone sit up stage and have rain be poured on them and then be totally okay with it because they're singing in the rain. It's a beautiful concept, and it's amazing what we've done with this show and what you're going to see on stage, what's happening, all that energy that we put into it because it's a lot of fun. It's a great show to perform. It's all going to come back to you, and you're going to have a wonderful time watching it because of all the fun that we're having. It's contagious. It's a very contagious concept, and so you should come see it because it's a great, wonderful, fun time.
Performances begin on November 13th and run through the 22nd. For times and ticket information, you can contact Huntington University box office. If you are looking for something to do tonight, Huntington University is holding its annual Pack the Platt event. Students and faculty are invited to the Platt Arena at 9:30 tonight to meet the men's and women's basketball teams. The night will also include a 3-point shootout competition and a staff first students basketball game. If you have questions about the event, visit the event's Facebook page, Pack the Platt. A new band will perform at Pack the Platt. They're called Fly These Wings. Students Eric Baker, Niles Berry, Noah Huffman, and Micah Butts have joined together to form the band. This past Friday, they performed all original music at the New Hope Church in Huntington. After the show, the band felt energized and optimistic about their future.
I thought the concert went really well, and also I got to get from behind the drum set, interact with the crowd, which never happens. So I'm pretty happy about that too. So overall, I was beyond pleased with how it turned out.
Fly These Wings plays piano-driven alternative rock. Tonight will be their second performance. Well, that's all we have for you in this installment of FDN News. Don't forget to check us out online at forresterdigital.net and follow us on Twitter at FDN_news. Have a great weekend, and we'll see you next week.
Welcome back here to Platt Arena. We're getting ready to get underway with this second half. The Huntington University Foresters on top of the Ohio Christian Trailblazers, 44-36. Heinen getting the ball up. He's going to get it to Wool on this right side. He's going to go right into the chest of Mills. Baseline goes up for two, no good. Rebound by Mills. Up to Russell. Russell, no look pass down low to Benson. Benson can't get a hold of it. Peterson gonna get that steal. And Heinen gets it up. Looking up top to Wool. Wool gets it back to Heinen on that right side. Heinen dribbling out of the double team. Down low to Peterson. Peterson threw it right to Bartlett. Cut off the lane. Gets the nice steal. Bartlett going right at Heinen. Charging call against Bartlett. And that's a good job there by Derek Heinen drawing the charge. That foul will be on Bartlett. That's his second foul. We'll see the first foul of this half. On the floor for the Foresters is Pippinger, Heinen, Platt, Peterson, and Wool. Those were the starters. On the floor for the Trailblazers, it's Bartlett, Mills, Russell, Benson, and Baker. We haven't seen Karis back on the floor for Ohio Christian after he went out with that injury, so that's why Benson is in for him. So now we see the steal by Ohio Christian. Russell gets it to Bartlett. Bartlett taking the three from the top of the key. That's no good. Rebound by the Pippinger. Pippinger gets it to Heinen. Heinen bringing it up court. He has the man-to-man defense at the top. Looking down low. Finally gets it to Peterson. Peterson going right at Benson. Driving in. Somehow gets this ball to fly in with the left-handed layup. I'm not sure how that ball went in.
Hey, where there's a will, there's a way, Logan.
Heinen thinking that there was a sub. There was no substitution call. And look, communication there. We see Russell running around, driving in. Dish out to Mills in the corner. That's no good. Ball goes out of bounds. No stay, Ohio Christian ball. We see Alt entering for Heinen and the Foresters.
We hear from Coach Platt yelling, go after it. He's wanting some more effort out of his squad here in the second.
Bartlett will be inbounding from the baseline. Gets it up to Benson. Bartlett running around the corner, not there. Baker gets it on the corner. Wool's right there on him. Great defense. Pippinger staying all over Russell. Russell having a tough time. Puts up the floater. Just got it over him. Alt will bring the ball up for the Foresters. Russell gonna meet him at the top of the key. Pippinger gets it on the left side. Entry pass down low to Wool. Wool has the isolation. Goes up for two, and he finally gets one to go. Dan Wool getting himself going early in the second half. Bartlett brings it up quickly. Mills gets it back to Russell. Russell getting the screen out to Mills. Mills thought about shooting. Drives in on Platt. Goes up for two. No good. Strong rebound by Wool, but he was stepped on the baseline, so the ball will stay with the Trailblazers. It'll be Bartlett to inbound. Underneath his own basket, down low to Mills. Peterson with a nice block there. Alec Peterson. Huge block as the Foresters look to push. Alt gets it to Wool. Wool down to Pippinger. Pippinger on the low block to Peterson. He's looking to pass. Goes off the back of Ohio Christian. And they're going to say it touched the hand of the Foresters. And it will be Ohio Christian ball. And we see Trevor Lockwood entering for Alec Peterson, who had just had a nice block. Now remember, Trevor Lockwood does have 3 fouls. So that'll be something to look out for. Russell walks it up, gets it off to Bartlett on the right side. He's going to go down low to Benson. Lockwood right there. Going to have to keep his hands up with those 3 fouls. Benson going to work up and under. Not much Lockwood can do when he has 3 fouls. Pippinger gets the ball on the right wing. Has it to Alt. Bartlett all over him. Platt going down low to Wool again, running this motion offense. Wool looking to go to work. Just goes right down low. Easy. Goes up for 2. Couldn't get it. Thought he was fouled. Russell looking to push for the Trailblazers. It's not there. Put back dunk not there by Mills. And finally Platt comes up with the board.
You can't make assumptions in the game of basketball, but great job by the Foresters getting back on the other side for defense.
Wool just begging for the ball down low. He's battling for position. Baker all over him. Pippinger has at the top the key. Jab step not there. Gets it to Platt. Platt handoff to Alt. Alt driving in. Floater, and that's good. Tyler Alt.
Tyler Alt showing why he's a senior at this university. Bobbing and weaving straight to the basket.
Bartlett gets it to Mills. Mills thought about shooting him. Platt's right there. Benson dish off to Lockwood. Lockwood with the slam.
Another block by the freshman Trevor Lockwood. Ball goes to the Foresters.
Bartlett, not only did he get blocked, but he caught the ball out of bounds. Now get the ball back to the Foresters. Now we have a media timeout. The Foresters on top, 50-40, with 15:38 remaining in this ball game. Now, Victor, we just saw a huge block out of Trevor Lockwood. We saw a block before then out of Peterson. What have you seen so far out of the rest of this squad that's matching their performance level?
Well, I think as opposed to as they came out of the gate at the start of the game, that they are playing to their unique skills. And that is what Peterson and Lockwood has to offer. Not only can they get inside the paint to get the layups, but they can do a great job defensively getting inside for the blocks. And we're seeing a lot out of Alt, a lot out of Heinen, a lot out of Pippinger. I think it's just, once again, Platt has shown them his tough love mentality, as he always does, and he gets inside their heads and he gets them to play at the level that they need to be playing.
Yes, also have to admire this crowd that's out here on this Friday night. Like we said, it's cold outside, so everyone's packing in here to Platt Arena. We see the ever so faithful President Emberton in attendance right in the middle of that fourth section.
I noticed that you're both wearing pink. You're matching the president tonight. There's nothing wrong with that. Proud to wear pink.
We arranged it. We texted about it and made sure that
I wouldn't put it past her. She loves to communicate with the students. I will say, though, well, it's always nice for it to be basketball season because, well, it's cold outside. You want to be inside watching something entertaining, but something else that's entertaining right now going on the campus is Singing in the Rain, the musical just going on next door over at the MCA. It's unfortunate that we won't be able to catch any of it because every time they have one of their showings, there's a game going on. But I've heard great things about it.
I have, too. Make sure you can read that review about that. Those people put on a lot of hard work.
And Heinen showing some great things of his own.
Yeah. Doing a nice job out of the timeout there for the Foresters. Russell passing it off to Baker in the corner for 3, and Baker's able to drill that one home for Ohio Christian. Heinen gets it up. Horton in the ball game. He's going to have the task of guarding the ever so pesky Derek Heinen. And that foul will go on Jimmy Horton as the switch had put him on Wool. And Wool is just a force down low to be reckoned with. We're going to see Benson exit the ball game. In for him will be Okia for the Trailblazers. Heinen to inbound from his own baseline. Horton right on the inbound. He gets it to Wool. Wool goes off to Heinen. Heinen thought about shooting, pulls it back out. Looking to Wool down low, puts the moves on, drive in. Gets it back out to Wool. Wool over to Platt. Now Alt getting the swing pass. He gets it to Heinen, and we have a moving screen. That will be on Kyle Platt.
Coach Platt telling his son just laugh that one off and just keep his head in the game.
Horton to inbound. That will go to Russell. Russell gets it to Mills. Still man-to-man defense being run by the Forces. They're looking very relaxed, all inside that three-point line. Platt, good defense there on Mills, but Mills just able to convert.
I don't know how number 11 got that inside the basket over the young Platt, but once again, where there's a will, there's a way.
Alt has it at the top of the key, going down low to Wool. Wool backdoor cut to Alt. Alt can't hang on to it. And we'll see Benedict coming in for Alt and Pippinger coming in for Platt. They get a nice round of applause from the crowd. Russell, the do-it-all man for Ohio Christian, brings it up, gets it to Horton. Horton going down low to Okia. Okia going down low on Lockwood, gets him up off his feet with a right hook, and that's good.
Once again, the Trailblazers just showing their athletic ability, outmaneuvering the Foresters.
Heinen looking for something, gets Pippinger off the screen. It's looking down low to Lockwood. Pippinger doesn't want it. Pippinger gonna drive. May have gone away with a travel there. And Heinen gets it up top. 10 seconds on the shot clock. Gonna pick up the screen from Lockwood. Driving right side. Has Okia on him. Loses the handle. Goes up for two. And somehow gets that to drop.
Might have to change his nickname to the Juggler, because every time he's getting inside the paint, he's had to juggle it and make the Trailblazers make him work for it, but it's landing inside the basket.
Horton able to get past Heinen there. Heinen looking to draw the charge. I like that no call there. Not enough contact to make the call. Heinen just trying to act that one out.
I always like to see the refs letting the guys play, letting any team play, and that makes both teams work for it that much harder.
See Heinen with it, and right side gets to Benedict. Benedict thought about shooting out to Pippinger on the far side. Pippinger driving in, goes up with the floater in the lane, and that's good. Mr. Pippinger. Horton gets it up to Baker. Baker to Russell. He's going to pick the screen from Okia. Russell driving in, not there. Throw out to Mills, wasn't ready for it. Heinen able to hit it off the head of Horton. Ball going to the Foresters.
I don't think Heinen should have been anywhere near that ball as it was going out of bounds. Trailblazers almost bouncing it off of him, but Foresters on the upside, getting the ball back on offense.
We'll see Hoover come in for Mills, also Dunn in for Baker on the Trailblazer side of the ball. And Lockwood will take a seat also for the Foresters. In for him will be Big Al, as he will come in and have to guard Okia. Heinen gets it to Wool. Hand off to Heinen. Dribble penetration left side, not there. Still posting up on Hoover. Heinen goes with the hook, and that's there. Derek Heinen with a nice bucket in the lane.
Again, another floater by the Foresters, just letting the ball fall.
Horton goes to that right side. Going to Okia, he's wide open. They wanted Hoover. Russell jab stepping on Pippinger. He's looking to drive, loses the handle. Somehow gets the ball back. Dish off to Okia. Big stuff there by Dan Wool, but Okia gets the ball back and goes up and gets the foul.
That was a top 10 block on the backboard by Daniel Wall. But again, OCU finding a way for the putback.
We'll see Bartlett come in for Russell. Well, like you said, Victor, oh my goodness. Dan Wool coming out of nowhere. We don't often see him get a lot of blocks, but a thunderous one at that. Okia, though, to the line to convert on the and one, and he's able to get that one to go.
OCU is going to have to hit their free throws if they want to stay in the game. Only down by 6, a very doable game.
Heinen gets it to Benedict on the far side. Down low now to Heinen. Up and in, easy two there by Derek Heinen. He has just taken over this ball game.
But not when they let a lane be that open.
Bartlett looking out to Dunn. Dunn's going to drive. He goes up, and he has a nice lane open for him as he gets it up and in for two. Not known for his driving ability. Heinen gets it up to Wolf. Fast-paced game now. Both teams picking up the intensity. Peterson down low on Okia. He goes under him. He's fouled. Totally got his head there. As Alec Peterson might wake up in the morning with a kink in his neck after that one.
I hope not. They still have another game to play tomorrow as well as Tuesday night. But number 44, Stanley, he recognizes that was his bad and tapping his chest.
That's his third foul of this ball game. Peterson missing the first one. Alec Peterson, troubles continue from the free throw line. He's shooting 50% so far. Gonna try to get this second one, and he does get that one to fall. And that'll extend the Forester lead to 7 with just under 11 minutes remaining in this ball game.
We have seen that in the past. If any team opposing the Foresters want to get back into the game, then the person to foul and make him go to the free throw line is Mr. Alec Peterson.
Great move there by Bartlett, really putting the speed on. Peterson was a little late with the help, and he made him pay as Peterson picks up his third foul. So that's Peterson and Lockwood both with 3 fouls. And like I said, that's crucial with the freshman Austin Clark out of this ball game.
Exactly, Logan.
Bartlett looking to inbound, gets it to Horton. Wool all over him, great defense. Horton gets it out to Dunn. Dunn taking the 3. It's not there. Rebound going off the fingertips of the Foresters. Horton comes up with it. He's going down low to Okia. Peterson right there. Heinen goes right from behind and takes it. He dished off
just
the
grabbing the ball away. Oh!
Peterson with the rebound, and that's going to be a backcourt violation. That's going to be the backcourt violation, the over and back. Peterson threw it back.
I only have one thing to say, Logan. That escalated quickly.
Oh my goodness. So much excitement, and Heinen just getting robbed there. As you see Okia, they're going to make sure he's okay. Saying he got hit on the head from that Heinen steal. They're making sure that he's all right. But Benson is coming in for him as he'll take a seat. Glad to see that he's okay. Nothing vicious there from Derek Heinen if he even did hit his head. Just it was a good basketball move there.
It was.
Horton has the ball. Dish off to Bartlett. Bartlett up to Dunn. Dunn swings it over to Horton. Double screen on the left side. Horton bringing it back to the right. Taking the long 3. No good. Rebound by Wool. He just has to throw it off at Dunn as he was falling out of bounds.
That was an aggressive throw by Wall, but much needed, as if it had been too light, as the referees reset the shot clock, well, then the Trailblazers have been easily taking that ball away to get another layup.
Heinen getting it up court. He's been having his way down low so far as he gets it down to Wool. Wool, nice fake on Dunn. That up and in for an easy 2. Like we were saying, Derek Heinen just having his way because we've seen Russell out of the ball game for Ohio Christian. That's been huge for Heinen to get going. Peterson almost getting a block on Benson, but he's able to float it right over that frame. Nice move there.
It was a mistake by Dunn going the opposite direction on the defensive side for the Trailblazers. But as you just said, number 52 getting that layup once again.
Benedict not getting any breathing room from Bartlett. They've seen what he can do from outside. Wool looking down low as he has it on the post. Gets it to Heinen. Heinen stepping. 10 seconds on the shot clock. He's getting it tipped away. Wool saves it. He's able to hit it off of Hoover. And Wool doing it again. He's a jack of all trades.
Well, I've said that this is like a boxing match, but this might turn into dodgeball quite quickly. Hey, if you can dodge a wrench, you can dodge a ball.
We see Russell coming in now for Horton. Wool getting the lane, going in for the slam, but gets the layup. Nice job there by Wool getting an and one opportunity.
Wall almost with another dunk on the season, but Trailblazers drawing yet another foul. They have to be careful now.
This and one opportunity is crucial for Dan Wool to keep his confidence up. If he can convert here, expect even more out of him. And he just misses that one. Russell running it up court. Pippinger going to get back on him. Benson wide open down low.
Huge mistake by the Foresters. They have to realize that their big man, Alec Peterson, is still jogging down the court. Someone has to set up the screen inside the paint.
Like you said, easy buckets. It's not what the Foresters wanted. Heinen has the ball at the top of the key. Getting it to Wool. Wool driving, gets it knocked away. Still looking for something. Out to Benedict. Benedict taking the 3. Oh, Oh my goodness, Drew Benedict off balance, drilling the three.
And that's why we call him Dead-Eye Drew Benedict. A quick shot and release.
Hoover getting it swatted by Peterson. Heinen and Benedict running out to Benedict. He'll take a three. Off the front iron, no good. Dunn with the rebound, gets it to Russell. And Russell gonna slow things up now for Ohio Christian.
The Foresters trying to be fancy. I tell you what, Logan, if that ball would have sunk right in the net, the roof would have exploded off of this place.
Miscommunication there from Russell to Hoover. As Hoover will take a seat in, for him will be Mills. Also, we see Lockwood coming in for Peterson. We have a timeout on the floor. The Foresters leading 68-58, 7:43 remaining. And a lot of excitement so far right before this timeout, Victor.
A lot of excitement, a lot of energy. As I mentioned, I love what I'm seeing out of the first round in the Ness Brothers Hall of Fame tournament here inside Platt Arena. Trailblazers getting within 6, but now Foresters back in the lead of 10, 68-58. Well, I'd like to mention that this media timeout is brought to you by the Huntingtonian, our newspaper here on campus. Follow them at Huntingtonian on Twitter. A lot of great updates from them. And as we look to the screen now, we see some throwback uniforms, Suns and Utah Jazz in attendance. I always like seeing some throwback uniforms. It's kind of nostalgic to see.
It definitely is always fun to see those little throwback uniforms. I might have to pull mine out of the little closet. I have a nice 1992 gold medal jersey of Larry Bird on the Dream Team. Might have to pull that one out.
That might be worth some money one day, Logan.
I wouldn't give it up for the world. Gotta love the Larry legend doing his thing and everything he did for Indiana State and the state of Indiana. Gotta love that.
And that's why you call the Hoosier State the home of basketball.
Coming out of the timeout, Foresters looking to carry this momentum. It'll be Pippinger, Heinen, Benedict, Lockwood, and Wool. For the Trailblazers, it'll be Bartlett, Mills, Dunn, Russell, and Benson. Foresters with the ball. And it'll be Heinen inbounding to Pippinger. Give it right back to Heinen as he'll walk it up. Foresters getting right into action here. Wool hand off to Heinen. He's driving in on Russell. Spin move, and he will be fouled. Heinen missed a couple of free throws earlier in the first half. He was yelling at himself, walking away from those. These are big free throws just to keep his mind right from the free throw line.
And Russell getting upset with himself as we see Heinen take his first shot. It's good. But as I was saying, Russell getting frustrated with himself, but that is only his second foul now. He can't let himself get too frustrated because he has been the leader of this Trailblazer squad, and they're going to need him down the stretch with 7:30 left to play.
Definitely Russell's the senior leader on this team. We see Heinen go 1 for 2 from the line. Russell getting it up, driving in on Pippinger, pass out to Bartlett. Bartlett taking the long three. And that's blocked by Lockwood, but we're going to have to stop it as we saw a volleyball come on to the court.
Well, we don't have a men's volleyball squad on this university campus, Logan. That was interesting to see as we see the referees now debating where the shot clock will be. Volleyball just wrapped up their season last week as we saw the seniors Heather Medich and Brittany Rose. They did great in their last game of the year, and they had that urgency, that feeling of this is our last game. We have to do well, and they did just that. And I'm going to have the same feeling in our last broadcast. I don't want to talk about it, Logan, but our last broadcast when hopefully these guys, as well as the women, go to the national tourney once again.
That would be fantastic for this basketball program. They've done big things so far and looking to continue it. Coming out of the confusion, we're going to see Bartlett dribbling around, gets it up to Russell. Heinen now on him. Pippinger switching back over. Russell taking the three, rolls around and out, and that's going to be a foul, I believe, on Kyle Pippinger as he pushed Benson. So that will be Pippinger's second foul. Only the team's fourth with 7 minutes remaining. It'll be Bartlett inbounding from the baseline. He's going to look to Baker. Baker pump fake, driving in Dish down low, stolen by Wool.
Great job by Wall, getting on the inside, stealing it back for the Foresters.
Pippinger gets the ball on the left side, looking to Benedict, out to Wool. Wool pump fake, handoff to Heinen. Heinen gets it down to Wool. Wool posting up, fake handoff, going to work on the low block, goes up with the right hand, and one opportunity. Dan Wool says, hit the weight room with me, man.
Ohio Christian, as I mentioned earlier, they can't dig themselves inside of a hole, and that's exactly what they're doing right now. Mistake after mistake. They got to get their heads back into the game.
Wool converts on this and one opportunity. We see the crowd starting to get into it a little more. Russell getting it up court, and there's going to be a timeout called by Ohio Christian. That's their first timeout of the ball game.
It is their first timeout. Surprised to see, as Huntington's already taken 2 timeouts of their own, but I think the coach of Ohio Christian, Tony Stockman, he's realizing now that the Foresters have the opportunity to pull away, and he wants to take some of their momentum away from them.
Forester is up by 14 with 6:28 remaining. And so far, the Force, like you said, have been dominating this second half. With the foul trouble between Lockwood and Pearson's been handled very nicely. Surprised to see that Ohio Christian's been settling for a lot of jumpers and not really attacking the Foresters.
Well, once again, Logan, I just have to say, I think it's the way Platt has been maneuvering this game with his pieces. It's like, as I said, a chess game, because every time one of his players makes a mistake, he pulls them out and puts a fresh foot in, and that's just getting the Trailblazers off guard. But it has been a great job managing the foul trouble of Alec Peterson and Trevor Lockwood.
Bartlett dribbling left side, going down low to Benson. Lockwood right there. Benson powering his way in. Not much Lockwood can do about that.
He does have to play smart. He can't get his fourth with 6 minutes left to play. Still plenty of time left by this Trailblazer squad.
Wool driving in. That's a foul on Mills. Clear body check there. That'll be the team's 7th foul, so Dan Wool will go to the line to shoot the 1-and-1. Big free throws here for Dan Wool. We're going to see Hoover come in for Mills and Peterson in for Lockwood. Like you said, Victor, talking about keeping fresh feet on the floor. Lockwood just getting a nice breather from Peterson. Coach Platt doing a great job managing time. Wool nailing the first, gonna earn that second one. Gonna look to go 2 for 2 on the night. And that one's good. Extending the Foresters' lead to 14. The clock ticks under 6 minutes. Bartlett gets it to Russell. Russell has Pippinger all over him. He's gonna go up, draws contact, but just in the lane, gets it up and in. Not much Pippinger can do there.
Platt really can't be upset at that because the Foresters doing great defense, but number 24 finding a way once again to lead this Trailblazers squad.
Wool has the ball. He's driving in. Pass to Peterson. He gets it swatted away. Benson comes up with it, and he'll get it to Bartlett.
Peterson struck my itch now. He was almost in there for the slam dunk. I want to see one in the last 5 minutes.
Hoover going up. Dish off to Russell. Miscommunication again between Hoover and Russell. It'll be Heinen bringing the ball up slowly for the Foresters. Time on their side as we hit 5 minutes to go. Foresters lead by 12. Bandit getting the pass. Pick up the screen from Wool. He's driving in, shooting from the free throw line. It's not there. Rebound Bartlett as Wool goes to the ground on the opposite side. Bartlett out to Baker in the corner for 3. Misses that one. Russell goes up, get it swatted by Peterson. Bartlett getting the rebound. He'll drive in, and he will be fouled. This one will be on the big man, Alec Peterson, and I believe that is his 4th foul.
That is his 4th foul. So Coach Platt might want to look to bring in Trevor Lockwood here soon, but he'll be leaving Peterson in for now. I think Peterson got away with a swat earlier in the play, so the referee's kind of reprimanding the no call earlier on.
We see Platt coming in for Drew Benedict. He gets a nice round of applause. Surprised to see Peterson still in the game. I'm with you, Victor. I thought Lockwood was going to be coming in. Coach Platt decides otherwise. We see Bartlett missing both free throws. Rebound goes to Peterson.
And I think that's why Coach left him in, because he realizes Peterson's potential, and he wants to prove to Peterson that he has faith in him.
Peterson is a starter. He's going to have to be smart with these minutes being a senior. Heinen gets it to Platt. Platt open lane, goes up for 2 and 1. The freshman Kyle Platt.
Sometimes you might see a freshman just pass off the ball to a senior member of his squad, but that was a great presence of mind by Platt, realizing that the hole was open, driving it right down to the lane for the 2 and now the and 1.
Benson exits the ballgame. It will be Okia. Platt looking to get an and 1 opportunity. Don't see him at the free throw line too often. Rimming around and out. And free throws are just killing the Foresters right now. Even though they lead by 14, there could be a lot more. Russell putting the moves on Pippinger. He drives in. A lot of contact. Refs letting him go as Wool gets the rebound. Strong rebound there by the sophomore Dan Wool.
This OCU squad, they just kind of left their front runner all by his lonesome, and they can't do that. They have to support him.
Pippinger gets it to Wool. Wool in the corner for 3. Splish splash, give it to him.
I think we need to get a decibel test in here because this roof keeps on lifting with every shot made by the Foresters.
Bartlett can't answer, and Peterson gets the board. Heinen brings it up. Foresters with a nice substantial lead. Wool has the ball. He's driving in, pulls it back out. Platt gets it, swings it to Heinen on the far side. Bad pass there from Heinen. Wool trying to keep it alive, but he can't. Lead is 17 for the Foresters, and Ohio Christian wants a timeout with 3:27 remaining. Victor, we don't see too many mistakes from Derek Heinen, but that one may have just been a mistake.
He's had 2 mistakes in the game, but hey, that's all right. We haven't seen any mistakes in the prior games, so it's just sometimes it comes all at once, and it's just his duty to keep his head inside the game, and that's what he's done, because he's done a tremendous job keeping his reputation as the general of the Forester squad. And I look for the Foresters to close this one up in the last 3 minutes and 27 seconds.
I think someone that we have to mention that we haven't mentioned almost at all in this broadcast is Kyle Pippinger. The man has been doing wonders on Wesley Russell of Ohio Christian. Wesley Russell is the senior leader for this Ohio Christian squad. He averages 14 points and 14 rebounds. And Pippinger so far has not allowed Russell to really get any outside jumpers. He's making him earn it in the lane. Kyle Pippinger has definitely been the X factor for the Foresters, keeping Russell in check tonight.
And I always love seeing the one-face wonder, Kyle Pippinger, putting his efforts, leaving his efforts out on the court. But once he does start doing well, becomes a little bit of a two-face and smirks the smile once in a while. And I always love to see that out of the sophomore Kyle Pippinger. I'd like to remind you to follow us on Twitter at FDN Sports. I do the best I can, Logan, to keep the fans at home, if they can't watch the game or listen, up to date on Twitter. But when there's an exciting game like this, the best I can do is beginning, middle, and end. I'm sorry, folks, but I'm only one guy.
You do a great job, and we appreciate it, Victor.
Thank you, sir.
It'll be Russell getting it back to Bartlett as he'll bring it up. The starting 5 on the floor for the Foresters, and Heinen, Pippinger, Peterson, Wool, and Platt. Ball going down low to Okia as he's on Peterson. Peterson goes up with them. No good. Rebound goes to Wool.
You heard Coach Platt telling Peterson to stay down as you see Peterson trip on his own feet.
And that ball is going to go out of bounds. Wool couldn't quite get a handle on it as it hits Coach Platt, and the referee doing a nice job seeing that.
I felt a little scared, Logan. Wall comes over to us, and he just starts banging his fist out of frustration. It's like, it's all right. Calm down. We're in the lead still.
What was it, something I said? as Peterson gets it back to Heinen. Heinen getting that full court press. Bartlett all over him. Heinen with a nice spin move on him. Gets it up court past the timeline. Russell all over him. And that's going to be a hand check call. Russell got him from behind. Looks like he may have hit him in the face. Heinen slow to get up.
It did look exactly like that, Logan. When Russell reached in, I saw a bit of his tip of his hand nick the sophomore Derek Heinen, but showing his strength, his willpower, and just shaking that one off.
So Heinen will go to the line to shoot the 1-and-1. That's 9 fouls on the team. The next foul means they'll be in the double bonus. Heinen gonna have to earn the second one. First one's up, no good. Rebound goes to Russell. Russell driving on Pippinger. It's going to be a hand check call on Kyle Pippinger.
I guess Pip is a man of three faces, as he has a face for frustration as well.
That's the third foul on Pippinger. That's the 6th team's foul. So both teams are in the bonus with 2:35 remaining. Bartlett inbounds it to Baker in the corner. No good. Forster's catching a break there. Platt getting the board. Heinen getting it back to Platt, and Platt will bring it up. He's going to have Baker on him. Platt handoff to Heinen. He gets it past the timeline. Good job breaking the double team. That's what the Forcers will see, this full pressure. Pippinger gets the ball in the corner. 3 people on him. He gets it off, and they're going to call a travel on Pippinger. That's going to be a turnover for the Foresters, and we have a timeout now called by Ohio Christian.
The Foresters unhappy with that call, but they have to expect the effort out of the Trailblazers right now, as they are just pushing the full court press in the full accord with 2:12 left to play, but OCU is down 79-62.
Going back to that travel play, Pippinger caught it in a bad situation, tried to dribble out of it, getting himself almost to half court. 3 defenders came onto him. I'm fairly certain there was a push there, but like I said, the refs are letting them play. If you're going to call it one way, you got to call it the other, so at least we are seeing some consistency, and that's all we can ask for.
Yeah, I would agree with you, Logan. It has been a fair game called by the refs, and we always love to see that, as well as, just letting them play. But we're all for fairness here at FDN Sports. It was a nice little maneuver by Pip trying to walk the tightrope, but it's just sometimes things happen.
Things do happen sometimes. Not much you could really do there, as the Foresters are going to have to figure out in this timeout how to break that press that Ohio Christian's been putting on them. They've been running that full court man-to-man pressure, and it's been giving the Foresters some trouble because Heinen's been the only true ball handler on the floor. So we're going to have to see Pippinger or Platt show some intensity themselves and bring it up and try to help out their general.
Well, the thing about it, Logan, is that the Foresters, they've seen the full court press already in the season, as they saw it in their first couple games here at home. So that's where the experience kicks into play.
Russell getting it started for Ohio Christian, gets it to Bartlett. Peterson with a huge swat of his own. Baker getting the ball back, shooting the 3, and it rolls around and in.
That's twice now where the Foresters have blocked the shot by OCU. Oh, and now stolen.
Finally, the steal and the putback there by Russell. The Leach trimmed to 12. Forster's going to have to get this going. Heinen gets trapped in the corner, and that's going to be a hand check call on Bartlett. Referee is getting on top of that one. He had a firm hold of Derek Heinen's hand. You would have thought that he was his date. It'll be Heinen going to the line to shoot a pair. They are in the double bonus, so he will get 2 free throws no matter what.
See, the thing about it is that the Foresters, they kind of want to try to get some rest going into a tough matchup tomorrow, as Heinen hits his first one. The Foresters, they're going to face in the championship run. I expect them to be facing the Asbury Eagles in the championship round. It's not over till it's over, Logan. But Asbury, a great team, so the Foresters are going to want to get some rest going into tomorrow.
Not only that, but Asbury is a lot like this Ohio Christian team. They play a lot of up-tempo and with a lot of heart. They're undersized, but you can't count them out of it. We see Bartlett taking the long three. That's not there. Rebound, tipped around. Nice game of tips being played. Bartlett comes out with it. We see a travel now on Russell and Ohio Christian.
Well, we saw the volleyball roll around on the court like a tumbleweed. Delay of game warning on
Russell as he shot the ball.
But as I mentioned, we saw the volleyball earlier make an appearance on the court, a little guest appearance, and that's almost what we just saw, is the ball only in the air.
Platt gets the inbound to Heinen. He gets a hit from behind by Baker. Russell goes up. That's in for two. With a minute 17 remaining, Ohio Christian staying in it, down by 11.
Well, I gotta say, Logan, I am loving what I'm seeing out of this OCU squad. The Trailblazers, as I mentioned at the beginning of the game, they've just been blazing it up right now, taking it to the Foresters. Multiple steals, multiple maneuvers inside the paint. They're not giving up, and that's what I like to see out of any basketball team, let alone any team in general in sports. Who knows? Maybe we'll see an 11-point comeback right now, but that's a very big uphill battle they'll have to pursue.
The Foresters are definitely on their heels right now. They're just looking to escape this last minute and 17 of play and get out of here with a win and get ready for tomorrow, like you said. But they're going to have to get somewhat of intensity, play out just at least one more possession. And it looks like free throws might become a crucial part of this ball game. They're going to have to hit those.
They got to make like hobbits and escape into the forest.
Platt gets the inbound to Heinen. Heinen spin out, throwing up to Wool. Wool can handle the ball very well for a big man. He gets it to Heinen. Heinen to Platt. Platt over to Pippinger. And that's going to be a foul on Bartlett. And that'll be Bartlett's fourth foul of the ball game, and Pippinger will go to the line to shoot a pair. Pippinger's already drilled 2 tonight. Perfect so far. He's going to look to keep that up. His first one's up. Rims around and out.
I didn't want to say it before he made the shot. I was going to say Pippinger is not the one to foul in this position, but I guess just thinking it sort of jinxed him, and I apologize, Pip.
I'm sure he'll accept it after the game. We see Pippinger rolling that one around and in. Leads to 12, 1 minute remaining. Russell getting it up to Bartlett. Bartlett taking the long three, that's no good. Rebound to Okia, he's gonna get tipped away. Bartlett coming up with it. Three from the corner, that's no good. Russell gets the board, and Wool trying to get in on that. Jump ball possession arrow, giving it back to Ohio Christian with 49 seconds remaining. Bartlett gonna inbound from underneath his own basket. Gets it in the corner to Russell. He'll try a three. That's way off the mark. Wool comes up with it. He'll hand off to Heinen. Heinen gets it back to him. Wool throwing it up. Skip pass to Pippinger. And they're going to call a foul. And now that foul will be on Steve Romsberg. He's getting some action tonight, as he's the three-point specialist for Ohio Christian. Going to get in here late. But Pippinger will go to the line to shoot 2 more free throws. Saw him go 1 for 2 on the last trip there. Looking routine on this one. All 4 Foresters in the backcourt. And now we have a timeout called by Ohio Christian.
I think Ohio Christian now, they're just trying to, it'll be a full timeout now by Ohio Christian. I think they're once again just trying to calm the Foresters down, because the Trailblazers, they had a lot of momentum in the final 2 minutes. But once again, the Foresters just outmaneuvering their opponent and finding a way to get back inside the paint and prevent the Trailblazers from scoring any points. But now, I mean, as I mentioned, I hate to say it's over, but with 40 seconds left on the clock, 39.7 to be exact, and then you'll have 35 seconds on the shot clock. That's not much maneuver time to score being down 82-69.
Well, we saw Ohio Christian kind of panicking on that last possession, throwing up 2 or 3 threes that weren't even close, hitting the side of the backboard. And that's not at all what you want to see out of a team. And if you're going to make the comeback being down 13, you're going to have to hit some threes on the way. I think that the run's over for Ohio Christian. Like I said, you never want to say it too soon, but I think the run might be over. And it looks like the Foresters are going to sneak out of here with a win. But it'll be Pippinger to the line, shoot a second free throw attempt. And that one's easy.
As you mentioned, Logan, when you put forth that much effort, and I hate to see a great team like the Trailblazers lose in this fashion, but when they put forth that much effort, they have to play smart in the final seconds, and they just aren't doing that.
We see a lot of misses here. Russell going to finally get that rebound. They're going to say he stepped out of bounds. Ball going to the Foresters. 24 seconds left in the game. Shot clock turned off. The Foresters play this right. This could be the final possession. And we have a foul. This foul's on Russell. That'll be a hold. So I'll send Kyle Pippinger back to the line. That's Russell's 4th foul. This one, like I said, it's all but over. Pippinger's looking to pad his stats. We see Pippinger average 10 points a game, and so far, if he can drill these two, he'll have at least 7 just coming from the free throw line. So he drills the first. Second one's up, and that one's good. Russell gonna get the inbound. Gets it off to Bartlett. Don't need to foul here. Bartlett driving in. Big swat by Alec Peterson. And we have a foul called on Steve Romsberg, and now send Derek Heinen to the line to shoot 2.
Peterson swatting that ball away like it's a fly in the dead mid-air. Just no possible way. As we see the Foresters now smiling, looking to getting this win with 11 seconds and Heinen on the line.
Heinen missing the first one. He's having free throw worries right now. But Bartlett never had a chance going up against Peterson. Peterson has a whole foot on him and then some. I mean, just never had a chance. Bartlett gets the inbound to Russell. 10 seconds remaining. Russell gets it to Baker. Baker going to drive in, up for an easy 2. And this will be Platt inbounding to Heinen, and he'll hold it until the buzzer sounds. And that's all she wrote here at Platt Arena. The Foresters taking this first game of the Ness Brothers tournament 86-69.
I gotta say though, Logan, I am very impressed with this Ohio Christian squad as they'll be facing Purdue Calumet for 3rd place tomorrow in this Hall of Fame Ness Brothers tournament. A tremendous effort in the final 2 minutes. It was just the mistakes and the not so smart play that plagued them from coming back. But once again, a great job by this squad. But congratulations in order for the Foresters as well. And we'll take a break here on the Forester Digital Network. Once again, the Foresters winning 86-71. We'll be right back. we're back here inside Platt Arena as we see the Huntington University Foresters win against the Trailblazers 86-71. I'm Victor McCarty alongside my partner Logan Hunt. Let's go ahead and check out the final stats as we await Coach Platt for his into the game interview. As I mentioned, 86-71. Foresters in shooting 54% for the game, whereas the Trailblazers 37%.
Yeah, that's obviously a good correlation of field goal percentage and points. Also, something they have to look out for: 61% shooting from the free throw line. That's poor on both teams' part. The Foresters are going to have to clean that up for tomorrow. But the three-point shooting was on point for the Foresters, and that three-point shooting for Ohio Christian, maybe a little off from all those missed shots at the end, but 11 blocks by the Foresters is crucial.
And we see now Coach Platt coming over to the sidelines here, and we're going to go ahead and head things off to our sideline reporter, Kelsey Cruz.
Thanks, Victor. Coach Platt, congratulations on the win. First of all, what is something that you saw from your team tonight that you were especially proud of or that you think has improved since last game?
That's a good question. I'm not the happiest guy all the time, even after wins, because we want to have better play. But I was glad to the fact that I thought we fought hard all night long. We had some guys that I think did some nice things at spurts in the game, but we still have got a ways to go to be a really good team. And the best way to learn is by winning and learning. And so that's the best part. But we got to finish things better. We got to finish the end of the game there better. We got to rebound the basketball better. We've got to do a better job of taking care of the ball. We can't turn it over. We did a nice job with that in the first half, but terrible job in the second half with that. And just things like that. But it's a work in progress, like I've said a million times, and hopefully we can just keep making strides.
Now, we noticed tonight that there's a lot of subbing tonight, a lot of the players coming off the bench in and out pretty quickly. What was your thought process with that this evening?
Well, I mean, different people are required in different circumstances and situations, whether it be a defensive possession where we want maybe a taller guy, or we want somebody that's a little more physical, or somebody's got foul trouble or whatever. But it's just kind of a spur-of-the-moment type of thing. And then the other thing is, I mean, we're kind of getting to the idea that if you commit a turnover, chances are very likely you're going to come out of the game. And that may be a little harsh or whatever, but that's the nature of the game, and we just can't turn it over. And it doesn't matter if you're Derek Heinen or who you are, we got to take better care of it. So, it's just going to be different people at different times, and we'll kind of go from there.
Mm-hmm. And we've also noticed that your season starts off with a lot of non-conference games, and then you move into your conference season. Right. What's something that you would like to accomplish within this, non-conference mini-season at the beginning of the year in hopes to bring that into your conference season?
Yeah, the biggest 3 games we have prior to Christmas are the conference games. These games are, while important, they are not as important as those CL games are coming up a week from Tuesday when we play Marion in the first one. So we try to use these games to prepare us for those, Crossroad League games, and do the best we can with getting the quality opponents. And that's hard to do sometimes with scheduling. People don't like to play Crossroad League teams. But tomorrow's opponent in Asbury will pose a challenge for us because they're quick and they run the floor, and they're a good team. And we're going to be coming off of this game, so we got to get our energy and get our rest, and then be able to see what we're made of at this point. This will be a great test for us in a lot of different ways, and we're looking forward to doing it.
All right, Coach Platt, congratulations on tonight's win, and good luck tomorrow, and thank you for your time.
All right, take care.
And thank you, Kelsey Cruz, our new sideline reporter. And once again, congratulations to Coach Platt getting the win tonight, 86-71 against the OCU Trailblazers. Looking forward to tomorrow's matchup. The Foresters will take on the Asbury Eagles at 3 p.m. here inside Platt Arena. What do you look forward in that matchup, Logan?
Oh, Asbury Eagles, Coach Platt said they're down and dirty with it. They like getting the full court press. The Foresters getting a little sneak preview of that late in this ball game. But Asbury, they also don't have too much size, but they have a lot of heart and a lot of good jumping ability. The Foresters are going to have to watch out for. Watch out for Peterson and Lockwood again. That duo has really shown a lot so far, so look out for them.
It's two teams with a lot of heart matching up in the championship here inside Platt Arena for the Hall of Fame Ness Brothers tournament. We'll see you tomorrow here inside Platt Arena at 3 p.m. for FDN Sports. I'm Victor McCarty alongside my partner Logan Hunt and our new sideline reporter Kelsey Cruz and all of the crew. Thank you very much for tuning in, and we'll see you tomorrow.